Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you very much for joining us. Eileen has today off. She is actually on a nice little trip, so we're glad that she was able to do that, a nice day trip. And joining me is a very familiar face around here. If you don't know this face by now, you haven't been around here, that's for sure. The director of course, both the Community Center and the Cultural Center, Carolyn Carey. And Carolyn, we know this is an extremely busy time, and I really appreciate you coming and taking time to join me here at the table.
Jamie told me it was an interview to see if I could fill Eileen's slot forever. Apparently she didn't mention it was empty. No one could ever fill Eileen's slot, so I'm happy to fill in.
Oh, she'd be happy to hear that. She really would.
She's great.
Oh, thank you. Well, she really loves being here. And,
you guys are wonderful.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I'm happy to be able to sit with you today.
Well, we're happy.
Some pointers.
We're happy to have you. And, you know, it's been a rather interesting, we usually talk a little bit about the weather at the top of the show, and well, it won't be any exception today because we've had some strange weather here on the Cape, especially here in Harwich. I did a little study. This November has been one of the wettest Novembers on record, and we've had on the south side of the Cape over 8 inches of rain, but on the north side of the Cape they've had a lot more than that. For the year, they've had over 60 inches of rain on the north side of the Cape, but we on the south side have had maybe 50 inches, so that's quite a big difference. So crazy weather here on Cape Cod.
You know what's even crazier is that you know all those facts.
Well,
wow, that's pretty impressive. I was really impressed, not only with the weather, but that you track that. That's amazing.
Well, I don't know if you know it, but our location is a National Weather Service location for keeping track of rain and temperature and all kinds of things. So
I didn't know that. The things you learn.
Every morning at
Everyone
8 o'clock,
wants to be here
I trek out to my thing and make measurements, and it's crazy. Oh well.
I think that's great. I love that everyone gauges by Harwich, isn't that?
Well, they do for this part of the Cape anyway.
See,
which is
that's
great.
Trend setting, even in the weather.
You have a box here, which is very, very decorative, and some other things around, and that definitely represents something very important.
It does. So I don't know where to start, so I'm just going to dive in. On December 1st, I'm going to hold this up, the Cultural Center is having their open house. And so they do it from 1 to 4. And I know Erica and Brian were in and did a little blurb about what they were doing, showed the ornaments they're making. We have some live music. The Sound Dunes Swing Ensemble will be there from 2:30 to 4. We do have the Christmas ornaments and a craft that you can make, and that's all free. There'll be the reading of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. All over at the Cultural Center, there'll be artisans in the studios, so you can go see what's happening there. I know later on you're going to announce another thing that's happening over there on that day.
That's right.
So just shout out if you haven't been by, and this is a great time to swing over, just see what's going on in the building. Take a look. It's busy, full, active, something to do. I think they're showing some movies. There's hot chocolate, and you know, it's cookies. There's just a fun time. You know, so come on over.
And if you haven't been over there, it really is amazing how what a great place you've created over there. I know you had some help doing it, but you've really been the primary motor behind the whole thing, and it is just a wonderful place to be.
There's amazing people in there, wonderful people working there all the time. Well, they're 19 hours. Both Erica and Brian both have amazing skill sets, and so excited about the venture that we're undertaking. It's a wonderful, exciting place to be right now.
Sure is.
So check that out, December 1st, 1 to 4.
Ah, very good. Center. That's really great. And you know, now you've got something else.
I've plenty.
You've got so much. I mean, you know, what do we have here? The Old Colony Rail Trail looks like a nice water bottle.
Isn't that fun?
I like that.
So this is not the community center, but this is, we are helping the Harwich Bikeways, and we are selling these at the front desk for the Harwich Bikeways. The money goes back to them. You know, the trails that you ride on, important to keep those up. They do a great job. $2.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great?
Can't go
great
wrong.
Stuff, stocking stuffer, or if you want to fill it with other fun things. But yes, the money goes right back to them. You can pick one up at the front desk. $2. Just wanted to bring that up because I always love a good, you know me. You can take these in the weight room too. If you're walking, it doesn't just, people call them, the water bottles for bikes, but that's not all they're good for. They're good for any kind of exercise you're doing, or even just to have at your desk. I have one at my desk that I keep. We should all be drinking more water.
I was just going to say that. It's a good thing. Always be drinking water.
Yeah,
And, there's
so.
no excuse with one of those.
And it goes to a good cause.
That's right. Very good.
Now you asked about the present.
Yes, I did.
So I am sure you will see they'll flash up the beautiful mailbox. I don't know if you know this, but I am an official Santa's helper.
Oh my goodness, I did not realize that. That's very special.
It is, and Santa, because I'm one of his helpers, left a actual mailbox that people are seeing now right here at the community center.
Oh my goodness.
So you can mail your letter right to Santa, right from here. We have forms. You can certainly write your own, but we do have the forms here. And what would be important is that you get to write your letter, whatever you like, whatever you're wishing for. And don't forget your return address, because I heard that Santa's trying really hard with Mrs. Claus to send everyone back a letter who writes to him.
Oh my goodness, wow, that's huge.
And that's right here. I think it's great. And we have a head elf, Carrie, who can help you if you need help. She's been really good. She made that whole display that you just saw.
Wow.
So we're getting into the season, so.
Yes, I've noticed the place is being transformed.
Right before your eyes.
Right before our very eyes. Boy, that's very special.
And it is the season. We celebrate everything here. This is a community center, so
That's right.
it's whatever, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, everything. We just really want to make sure people feel at home and welcome, like they were in their own living room.
Now, another effort that I know that you started here was the mitten tree.
That is true.
And, I think that's very special.
We are, I feel very fortunate. I have a wonderful family, and they're very supportive. And I always say I never had a Christmas that I didn't get the one thing I wished for.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important. And so if we can help out in any way, what the Mitten Tree is that we have young people who are in need of some holiday gifts that they've asked for that they might not be able to get otherwise. And these are all Cape Cod children, a lot of here very locally. So what it is you take the mitten off the tree and it will tell you what the person wants. The one I was just reading prior to coming in here asked for socks, a blanket. They're not overly extensive gifts that they're asking for. There's usually a toy.
Right, right.
So if you're interested in doing that, you can stop by. Mittens are on the tree. And if that's not something you want to do, but you want to donate, we can always use, as you know, some gift cards, or we have a list of things that we need for to help other children out as well. So
that's a great effort.
yeah, it's a great thing. This is an amazing community. It really is. They come through. We just sent our soldiers those boxes to our troops.
Oh, that's right.
That was really, and I wanted to thank the community for that. 4 big boxes went out of here, full of supplies.
I'm glad, because at the beginning it was slow.
It was slow, but that's how it always is. I never get worried because they
wow.
always rally socks and toiletries and nice note cards and things. I always think that must be so hard to be away, but you're always thinking of the people that aren't here. So thank you to our community. They always step up and help, whether it's our Halloween party, Touch a Truck, the Mitten Tree. I feel so fortunate to live and work in this community.
Well, I have to echo that too. It's a wonderful community to be in, but it takes people like you to make it that way. And you certainly have gone a long way to help that happen here. And we really appreciate it as a community. It's wonderful, it really is.
Well,
it's just great. The people, we moved from a larger town, and it's just so different and so positively different to be in this town. It really is. That's great.
I think so too. And before I let you take it away, I just want to say, and they better not edit this out, Happy birthday to Jamie, who runs Channel 18. Isn't that great?
Oh my goodness.
We're lucky to have her.
Yeah,
So
happy
her and
birthday
Caleb
to
do a
Jamie.
great
You're
job.
right. Oh.
Okay, now I'll stop.
Oh, well, Carolyn, thanks for that update. We really appreciate it.
My
It's
pleasure.
and we're going to take a look now at what's going on at the Brooks Library. Jennifer Pickett is going to give us an update. So let's take a look at that right now.
Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer Pickett. I'm the reference librarian at the Brooks Free Library, and I'm here today to talk about technology assistance this holiday season at the Brooks Free Library. I don't usually do this, so I have a cheat sheet here. Sorry to be reading a little bit, and I brought a lot of props today to make it easier for me. So the things I want to go over today is sort of our technology sandbox, the devices we have at the library that you can come in and play with and ask us questions about. I want to talk about ebooks. They're free at the library. A lot of people don't know that still, and we love to show you how to use them. And then we have a lot of books that you can learn about technology. And then we have training and help that we offer at the library. So those are the main categories I want to talk about. The first couple of things are a lot of people don't realize that we have things like this at the library that you can come in and play with and try out before you buy them. So instead of going to Best Buy, please come to the library. We love talking about technology. We love helping you match you with the right device. This is a simple Kindle Paperwhite. So we have it at the reference desk. We can show you how to use it, demonstrate it. You can come in and play with it. We also have tablets. This is a Kindle Fire. So this is a tablet reader. It has the internet as well as a book reading capacity. We have an iPad. And this one actually comes with a keyboard case, lots of different accessories, and a cover. And then we have Chromebooks. If you don't know what a Chromebook is, it kind of looks like a laptop or a small light laptop. They're really good devices. They're good, simple internet devices. And we actually have the Chromebooks that circulate in the library, so you can check them out and you can use them anywhere in the library for as long as you want and just return them before you leave. So these are devices that we actually have, second floor, reference desk, come up and you can use them and we can show you how to use them. And we can also talk to you about what device would make sense for you to buy or for you to buy as a gift for someone else. Let's see. There's a lot of reasons why we don't recommend certain things and we do recommend other things. We really like Chromebooks. They're really simple. They're easy to teach to people. There are certain devices that are better for library ebooks. The Kindle Paperwhite works well, Kindle Fires, iPhones, Apple iPads. The Nook doesn't work so good with the library ebooks, so we tend to not recommend the Nook. But please come in and talk to us anytime we're open at the reference desk about these things, and we can help you decide what to buy. We also have access to Consumer Reports, the magazine. We have circulating copies of it, and we have reference copies of it. And we also have the Consumer Reports database that's available online through the website. So if you have a library card, you can access that for free, no ads. It's a really great database. Ebooks. So people still don't know that we have ebooks for free at the library, and a lot of people are given devices at Christmas time, and they come in and they want to read ebooks and they don't want to buy them. So the library is a place to go for that. We have a lot of help with ebooks. We have a handout. There's a nice full color 2-page handout about the Libby app that's driven by Overdrive that you can download for free. You do still need a library card and know your PIN number to check out library ebooks, but we can help you with that. If you're familiar with your device and you know how to use it, come in and we can show you how to use ebooks pretty quickly. It's basically downloading an app and then picking out your books. If you're new to your device, it's better to do a book a librarian appointment, and I'll get to that in a minute. We also have a new lending agreement with 5 other library networks across the state, so our ebook selection has increased dramatically. If you go into the ebook app or Overdrive on the CLAMS website, you can actually borrow library books now from the other library networks. This is a new thing, and it's going to expand in the future, and so we're really excited about it. Not everything is available at the same time, but there's a lot more of a selection, so we can discuss that with you and show you how that works. We also have a lot of books at the library. People forget that sometimes they get a device and there's no manual with it and they get upset. But we have things like iPhones for Dummies. The Dummies books are great. This is Facebook for Dummies. We also have, how to make a web page and more advanced things as well. But we also have things for beginners. I like the title of this one. It's called Is This Thing On? It's a really simple, basic manual for kind of how tablets and electronic devices work and computers. So we have the books to learn. If we don't have a book and you find a book that you're interested in for learning, we could possibly purchase it for you. I'm the person who does the nonfiction collection upstairs, so if there's a book that you want that you found on Amazon that we don't have in the network, come on in and let me know about it, and I can see if I can buy it. We also do interlibrary loan, not just through the network libraries, but also across the United States. We have access to almost the books in lots of other library networks. So come up and ask about interlibrary loan if we don't have the book that you want in the network. And then training and help. If you go to everything is available at the Brooks Library website. It's a good place to start. So that's brooksfreelibrary.org. And there's a training and help icon right on that very first page. And if you click on that, you'll get all the things that I'm talking about. Ebook help. Ebook help is available anytime we're open. So like I said, if you're familiar with your device and you're kind of comfortable with technology, come in and come up to the reference desk anytime we're open, and whoever's there will be able to help you with ebooks. It's really mostly a pretty simple process if you know how to use your device. But the other thing that we offer that's really great is we have book a librarian appointments. These are 30-minute appointments with a librarian, and you do have to arrange them in advance. So if you just got a device and you don't know how to use it, and you need a little bit of help and want someone to sit down with you and walk you through it, that's the kind of thing where you would do a book a librarian appointment. Those appointments are available generally weekdays, mornings or afternoons. So what you do is you fill out the form, and again, it's at brooksfreelibrary.org, book a librarian, and then you suggest what times would be good for you, and then we get back to you, make an appointment, and you come in and we sit down with you, and it's one of several librarians that would be helping you, and that's great. We also have something called Internet Navigators, and that's for people who really need a lot more help learning to use a computer, who are very new to computers, or who need to do something like get an email address and complete a job application, and they really don't have any internet skills, so that's something that's more complicated and takes longer. So we do have a service to help people like that as well. We have lots of things coming up all the time. We have a library newsletter that it'd be great to sign up for, and we do technology programs occasionally, but a lot of what we do is one-on-one help, and we try to be as specific as possible to help what you need specifically. And so, let's see. I guess that's about all I have to say today. I talked kind of fast, sorry about that. But if anyone wants to come in, again, I'm at the reference desk most days up the second floor of the library, and I would love to come and talk to you guys about technology, especially in this season where people are giving gifts and getting gifts and inheriting gifts. I should mention one thing about passwords. We run into a lot of people who have trouble remembering their passwords. It's a big issue, especially when you give a gift to someone. Make sure they know if the device is registered, to who it's registered, to what account it's registered to. If you're, re-gifting something, you got something new and you're giving it to your mom or your dad or your grandparents, let them know. Let them know whose account it's attached to. Let them know what the password is so that they can download stuff to it. But we'll do the best we can if they come in and they have no idea. We really like talking about technology at the library, so we're really happy to help anybody that comes in. So come and see us. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
We appreciate Jennifer bringing us up to date, and I just can't believe how many devices there are that give us information.
I was just amazed at all they do at the library. That's great. I feel terrible. I didn't know all that they did. I mean, I know they do great work, but wonderful how they reach out and all the tech help that you can get, because we see a lot of people who need that. So
I bet you do.
That's great.
Yeah, it really is. And 6 months you fall behind. I mean, well, 6 months, 6
minutes.
weeks, or 6 minutes. Yeah, you're right. 6 minutes.
Thank God we have Jamie here.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's true. You have an announcement there in front of you,
I do.
Carolyn.
I talked so much about everything we were doing here. I forgot to tell you all about what the Friends of the Council on Aging are doing. And they are hosting a holiday shopping bus day trip. It's on December 4th, and it leaves at 10 a.m. The cost is free, and they're going to shop at places like the Christmas Tree Shop, Trader Joe's, Yankee Candle Plaza, World Market, and then they're going to stop for lunch at the Ocean Street Cafe. And wow, that sounds like fun, actually. I haven't been.
It does.
Book that in, December 4th, 10 a.m. A free shopping trip. And it says holiday shopping trip, but don't feel like if you don't have holiday shopping to do, and if you just need to do some shopping, great time to get out there.
It sure is.
So you call, you have to RSVP for the trip by calling the Council on Aging. I'll give that number if that's okay, 508-430-7550. And can you make sure you let them know if you prefer to be picked up at your own home or if you're going to be coming here to the COA. So I'm going to hold up this flyer because sometimes if you see the flyer, you can take a little look. So that's their free holiday shopping trip, December 4th, leaving at 10 a.m. And it's going to, the only thing you pay for is your own lunch and whatever you purchase.
Wow.
So nice if you just
Sounds
want
like
to
a
get
good
out.
deal.
Yeah. And let me know how that World Market is. I haven't been. So
I
I'm
guess,
looking
yeah, I
forward
guess
to
it's pretty nice from what I've heard. It's
yeah.
great stop. Yeah, that sounds like a nice take. That's great.
the Friends of the Council on Aging. They're doing a great job.
Yes, they are. Thanks, Carolyn. There is a theater. I don't know that you've been there. The Cape Rep Theater in Brewster. It's tucked way in the woods. It's not the easiest place to find, but there is a show playing there right now that it is well worth going down there and seeing. It's called Sing Like There's No Tomorrow. Eileen and I went down about a week and a half ago to see this show, and Jared Hagan and Trish LaRose are two very, very gifted vocalists, and they put on a show of music there that I think you'd really enjoy. Some of the music is a little bit eclectic. You might not be familiar with it, but it's certainly well worth taking in. A lot of the music is that you will be very familiar. So this is running from November 11th through December 9th. So there aren't too many days left, but well worth seeing. It's called Sing Like There's No Tomorrow at the Cape Rep Theater. So that's a great theater down there.
I have been, and
Yeah,
I agree with
yeah.
you. It's worth the trip over there. I love the new experiences, and it's not too big. There's no bad seats, so.
That's very true. There are no bad seats. That's
Right.
very, very true. And Christmas at Brooks Academy, this is going to be an exhibit of folk art of Cape Cod. This is going to be taking place Saturday, December 1st, 8th, and 15th from 1 to 4 p.m., featuring quilts, bird carvings, and Martha Cahoon paintings. So this is another nice take. This is again Christmas at Brooks Academy, Folk Art of Cape Cod, December 1st, 8th, and 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. So that's another nice thing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There sure
There's
is a
stuff,
lot going on.
You know, a lot of free things, a lot of things you can go and see, a lot of new places. If you go to Brooks Academy, swing by the library, you can go to the Cultural Center. Christmas is in Harwich. Always come to the Community Center. Chase Library is doing a book sale here and do a reading. And it's just really a busy time, but something for everyone, I would say. And I really, really like it when we can have some free events because if you're raising a family, it can get expensive.
It sure
so
can.
it's nice to have those things. So just take a look at the paper, check out our website, and certainly tune into Channel 18. You'll always find out what's happening.
Well, we try to do that.
You do. You do an excellent job.
Thanks, Carolyn. Now, we ran this clip before, but I think it's worth running again. The Garden Club of Harwich. It's amazing what they do. Lynn Drummond sat down and with Eileen, I believe it was, and they had a great discussion, and me. I think I was here, but Eileen knows more about the Garden Club than I do. So she really got Lynn to tell us what's going on. So let's take a look at what the Garden Club of Harwich is doing. But folks, to my far left, in case you don't know this person, her name is Lynn Drummond, and she is the co-chair of the Holiday Boutique for the Garden Club of Harwich. And Eileen, you and I are in red for a special reason, and you can tell us why.
Yes, well, there is going to be an upcoming fundraiser for the Garden Club, and we'll talk about that in a minute, Lynn, but I know that you have some wonderful projects that you'd like to tell everyone about that the fundraisers, this fundraiser and the one that happens on Memorial Day weekend,
That's
the
right.
plant sale, fund for the garden club to make our town look as beautiful as it does.
Right. Well, I'm delighted to be here to tell you how hard the women of the Garden Club are working. There's 165 of us, and we maintain, let's see, how many, 19 public gardens, and we take care of 53 blooming barrels. We do Project G-Litter, picking up
Yes.
trash on the side of the road. If you see somebody in a vest with a little bucket, that's us. We prepare bouquets for the nursing homes, and
And
we
holiday wreaths.
and the holiday. We have 100
Yes.
holiday wreaths to hang, and we also do public building wreaths, and everybody seems to enjoy receiving one. The other thing is we provide scholarships, a $3,000 scholarship for a deserving student, and teacher aid grants.
Wonderful.
Did you say 19 public gardens?
Yes.
19.
Yes.
That's
public
amazing.
gardens.
Just in Harwich?
Yes.
Right.
That is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
It includes some of the post office box window boxes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
In Doan Park.
Dome Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's where we have our plant sale, which is, you know, a big fundraiser for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes. So anyway, we are going to be having a holiday house tour for the garden club on Saturday, December 1st from 11:30 until 4:30 p.m. And there are going to be 5 beautiful Harwich homes decorated for the holidays. Tickets are limited, however, so if you would like to go, you might be wise to either purchase them on their website at www.gardenclubofharwich, all lowercase letters, no spaces, .org. That's www.gardenclubofharwich.org. Or there are also places that they can purchase tickets, right?
That's right.
At
We-
Sativa?
We have Sativa, the Gray House, a Hunter's Ladies Boutique, Porta Call, Potted Geranium, and New England Gardens. And they all have tickets. And if you purchase your ticket online, we will be at the South Harwich Meeting House Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning to give you your physical ticket, which will look like this. And inside, we have a description of all the houses. We have some beautiful homes, several antique homes, and a few modern homes. And then at the end of the tour, we were given the South Chatham
South Harwich Meeting
South
House.
Harwich Meeting House to have refreshments and a mini boutique. And all the women now are getting ready. They're making swags, baking homemade cookies.
Oh, wow.
So it should be a fun event, and we're hoping that we get a good reception from the community.
And I know in the past that the holiday house tour has always been a very favorite in the town of Harwich. And it's hard to get tickets because they only have so many.
That's right, yeah.
And it's just a wonderful thing to see all of the beautiful things that the Garden Club ladies have put together to decorate each home. And I've been involved with it in the past, and I know that people really look forward
Right.
to it. So if you'd like to get a ticket, they are $35 in advance if you get it either online or at the stores that were mentioned, or $40 on the day of. And there is a map that also shows how
That's
to
right.
get to each home.
There is a map on the back of the ticket,
Yes.
and it should be a fun day. It's just, the houses are beautiful. The women are working very hard.
Yes, they always do. And the South Harwich Meeting House has recently been done over, and I know that is going
That's
to be
right.
beautiful in and of itself.
Right, right. We have to thank them because they've, you know, offered their beautiful place for us, and we're really happy to take advantage of it.
Yes, and that's at 260 to 270 Chatham Road.
That's right.
Yes, and I'm sure that's going to be on the
Right, it
map
is,
ticket
yes.
as well. This event is not recommended for children under 5, so keep that in mind.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, please support the Garden Club and come see their holiday house tour, and you can go to the mini boutique with many of the handmade crafts there for sale at the South Harwich Meeting House afterwards. Thank you so much, Lynn, for all that you do.
You're quite welcome.
Yes.
It's my pleasure.
And for coming and telling us about this.
Thank you.
So nice to see you, Lynn. And
Nice
you know,
seeing you, Jack.
I just have to say that you know, I think people sort of take it for granted. You know, they go around town and they see the wreaths hanging.
Yeah,
you
on
know,
the town poles and
they-
on the buildings.
I was going to say they
Yeah.
approach the town hall. There are beautiful wreaths on the doors, and you know, you just sort of take it for granted. But there is a garden club member, or 2 or 3 or 4, or how many did you say there were?
Well, we have 167 women.
Responsible for
Right,
those
yeah,
wreaths and
yeah.
whatever.
Right.
And, you know, just want to thank you, and for the
You're quite welcome.
scholarships, you
That's
know,
right,
what you
yeah.
guys are responsible for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
really
you,
very
Jeff.
nice. Lynn, thanks a lot for
You're quite
stopping
welcome.
by.
Thank you.
I know you're busy this time of year,
Yes.
so we won't hold you up any longer. Well, again, it's amazing how much the Garden Club does do around town, and the scholarships they do provide. It's just a wonderful organization. Very hard-working women. I think she said over 150 members at least. So it's quite an organization. And I just want to thank Carol and Carrie for standing in for Eileen today. She's off and running. She's a very busy woman, so we sprung her loose so that she could get back to what she loves doing. So again, thanks to Carolyn. A couple more announcements. The Harwich Police Soccer Club is going to be starting quite a program. It starts December 1st, and it's co-ed from grades 3 to 12. Saturday mornings at the Harwich Cultural Center, the former middle school gym. There's no pre-registration required. You can register on site. Grades 3 and 4, Saturday, December 1st and 8th at 8:30 a.m. Grades 5 to 7, Saturday, December 1st and 8th at, December 1st and 8th, 10:30 a.m. And grades 8 to 12, Saturday, December 1st and 8th at 1 p.m. Those are the registration. You can register on site, so there's no pre-registration required. The first 2 weeks will consist of registration and informal scrimmages. Coaches will then establish co-ed teams that will play a 10-week league against each other, capped off on March 30th with playoffs and championships at the Monomoy Regional High School. So that'll be quite nice to play in the Monomoy Regional High School gym. That'll be quite nice. So it's grades 3 to 12, co-ed soccer. There is no cost for this program, which is absolutely amazing, but donations are very much appreciated. If you have any questions, you can contact Bob Brackett at 508-326-3432. That's 508-326-3432. So again, that's a great opportunity for kids during the winter. And finally, the Cape Cod Theatre Company, home of the Harwich Junior Theatre, they're putting on a great show for the holiday season. It's called Madeline's Christmas. This is a magical holiday musical, plus Caitlin's Closet Winter Coat Drive. Both things are going to be happening at the Cape Cod Theatre Company, the home of the Harwich Junior Theatre. And for all performances of Madeline's Christmas will accept donations of new and gently used Christmas children and teen winter coats to benefit Caitlin's Closet, which is a South Yarmouth charity serving children ages 4 to 8, deemed in need and living on Cape Cod. So you can bring a gently used or new coat at any one of the performances. So every coat donated, the theater will give you a free refreshment voucher at the musical. So that's a great deal. And you're doing a great cause by helping out with that. Madeline's Christmas books and lyrics are by Jennifer Kirby. Bob Wilder will be the music director. Suzette Hutchinson will be the choreographer. And the show opens November 30th, so it's already open, and it'll run at 7 p.m. on Fridays, 2 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays through December 30th. So additional matinees will happen during the school vacation week, let's see, at 2 p.m. on December 26th, 7th, and 8th. So December 26th, 27th, and 28th, there'll be a 2 p.m. matinee. Now, the theater is also offering something new this year, seasons tickets. If you buy 3 shows, you get 1 more show free. So you get season ticket, you get 4 shows for the price of 3. That's a great idea, but you have to purchase those before December 29th. So a lot of news there from the Cape Cod Theatre Company, home of the Harwich Junior Theatre. That is our show for this week. We really appreciate you tuning us in. Thank you so much. And as Eileen would usually say, there's so much to do in Harwich. Get out there and enjoy it. Bye-bye for now.